boost, kind of just in the mood in the group coming off that win on the weekend?
I think we said the same. We the same. Obviously, it helps the confidence. It builds confidence, which is great for them. After that, 3 tough games, to be fair with you, because two games you played in altitude, which started with Colorado, which you could have won, didn't. You come home, you play an MLS team for the majority of the game, till the 100 minute, and then you go and win a game. That just says the strength of this group and the quality that we possess, but also how fit they are and how working they are, because it took a lot of energy, but they were ready to fight and claw, and I think I'm very happy with where they are. But now is, can we now become, can we progress to make sure that we win the second game? Now that's the most important thing.
When you look back at the 90 against New Mexico and then the first 100 minutes on the Wednesday, how excited are you that you saw a team that defended really well as a unit and held really strongly?
I know, I'm very proud of the boys, because like I say, again, it's cliche, but they're progressing, right? And it's not always that you can see it, and it's not always the result that's going to define progress. But you're seeing it slowly and slowly that they're maturing, they're getting better, they're understanding each other more, they're playing with each other more, and that takes a little bit of time. But they are progressing the right direction. We want them to progress, and I'm so proud of them, because it was a tough 120 minutes, and to go out against a team that was at the top and you dominated them for almost 3/4 of the game, beside the ending where we can be absolutely better, but for that, very proud.
When you look around some of the media that's come through the league on the weekend, a lot of people were saying you guys played fairly similarly against New Mexico as to how El Paso did the week prior when they got the 3-0 result. Did you look at all at how El Paso set up against United, and did that change any of your stuff?
We looked at what was best suited for us after the Wednesday game, and the best suited for us, obviously, we watch all the games, and we knew also the personnel that we had and what we could do with the personnel that we had. So we played a game where it was best suited to the quality of our players.
Also, you mentioned the kind of weaker ending to that game from your side. Is that something that, how would you balance that between just fatigue at the end of a long week and something you can actually work on?
No, obviously that's why it's very important that as a coach and as a staff, what we do is we work on our principles every day, because the principles is the most important thing regardless of the system of play that you have, right? The formation is just a start position. But during the game, there's multiple thousands, I don't know how many formation you can be in, but the biggest thing that we always work on is our principles, because that will carry us into the game, whether you have a long week or you have a short week that we had. So basically it was play Saturday, Sunday off, come back in Monday, recover, Tuesday -1, play game Wednesday, Thursday again recover, Friday -1, and play game. So the principles are the base to what we're doing, and those are the most important piece that we focus on.
How important is Hope in the way that you guys want to play? We've seen him at times this year drop in, receive the ball deeper than the center backs. We've seen him in the last game step up and play almost as a connector in that front line.
Yeah.
We've seen him play on the left. How big is his versatility when it provides to them?
No, Hope is one of our main creators in the game, and I think he's one of our best players that we have as well. He connects the game well. So we know, and I know him for a long time, so I know which positions he can play and what he can do. And there's still more of him that I think that he's standing to show, but I'm excited for what more that has to come from him.
How much did his ability to kind of fit in wherever you need him play into the recruitment process of the player and saying?
No, absolutely. Listen, that is the intelligence of the player. That is his IQ and that is his quality, understanding the game, how to find space, how to play in and around other players. All of that play parts in the recruitment, and that it's a massive piece, especially the way that we want to play.
How would you say that J-Mo has progressed since bringing him into the first team at the start of the season till now?
Well, I think he's progressing because he had a great game defensively against New Mexico, but also he's on the right track of progressing. He's a young player, he's going to be ups and downs, but these are key areas where also the developmental part plays in. and it's also him allowing himself to have time to understand that he has to develop into the way that is suited also as well for the team, but he's progressing the right way.
When you look at Monterey, another chance to play a team that you've already faced. There were some obviously some tricky situations within that Monterey Bay game, the reverse fixture. Now they come to your place. How much are you taking from maybe the first 60 or so minutes before it went away?
Well, you always got to look at what you've done against them, and also you got to look at what they've done since they played us. So, but we're studying film. We know the things that we did well that we're gonna continue to do. We also know the things that we needed to rectify from that game, because until to the 60th minute, I think was an even kill game. It could have gone both ways, but obviously when you get 2 red cards and they score right after that, it becomes a problem. But
what's the biggest difference between your team now and the team that went to Seaside?
Again, it's you coming off a win, which is great for the confidence, but also you looking at the players pound for pound. I think that we can match them up, and I'm looking forward to see how we take this game towards to them.
How's the team looking fitness-wise at the moment?
I mean, fitness-wise, you don't see it. I mean, I bet everything I have that we're one of the fittest team, and that showed again going into this 3-game lead. And obviously, Devin is doing a fantastic job with the boys, both on field and in the gym. So, you know, you look at the numbers that they produce is remarkable, and and that's just also testament also to the boys, into the buy-in of the way Devin wanna works, but also the way they take care of themselves, together with Greg as well, and using the recovery methods that we have in and around us. So we're very happy with that.
And then availability, Pop, Gerald.
Well, they're getting along. They're getting along.
You've played 10 games. You're almost a third of the way through the season. Are there any players that you look at, or roles in your squad that you look at and say, hey, we can probably strengthen there at this time as you start to think about the middle of the season?
Well, we always evaluate, and we're gonna go Brandon together with Brandon, Bobby, and the technical staff. We will assess where we need and what's gonna help us, continue to take to the next step.
Been a couple of games as well. We haven't seen Harvey around the squad. Is he doing okay at the moment?
No, he's doing well. He's training well. I mean, it just comes down to choices.
As you enter the summer months, and understanding that you don't have as many home games because of the way the league tries to schedule around the heat here, how important is it to take advantage of home games in the 100-degree?
Massive. It's going to play part. It's just similar to like going on in and playing in altitude. So we're going to use it to our advantage. Absolutely.